Hello friends, this is Jaya. According to GIC syllabus English, we have completed yet Geoffrey Chaucer, Shakespeare, John Milton, Dryden, Pope, William Wordsworth, Shelley, John Keats, Alfred Lord Tennyson, Matthew Arnold, Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy. And for today we will going to start W.B.Yeats. So let's get started. Here is the picture of William Butler Yeats. William Butler Yeats was a famous Irish poet, dramatist, and one of the pioneers of the literary world in the 20th century. The author was also a member of the Irish Senate and served it for 2 terms. He made significant contribution to both English and Irish literature, and is particularly remembered for his role in reviving the latter. The son of a prominent portrait painter, he became interested in literature and poetry at a young age. During his growing years, he witnessed the rise of the Home Rule movement and the nationalist revival, which greatly impacted his young mind. He began writing when he was still in his teens and soon blossomed into a promising writer cum poet. Along with writing, he was also interested in other forms of art and was deeply inclined towards politics. Along with Lady Gregory, Edwin Martin, and others, Yeats founded the Abbey Theatre and served as its chief during its early years. Taking forward his love for politics, he served as an Irish senator for 2 terms during his later years. In 1923, Yeats was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature, making him the first Irishman to be honored with the award. विलियम बटलर यीट्स का जन्म 13 जून 1865 को डबलिन आयरलैंड में हुआ। उनका बचपन काउंटी स्लाइगो और लंदन में बीता। वे अपनी शिक्षा और चित्रकला का अध्ययन जारी रखने के लिए 15 साल की उम्र में डबलिन लौट आए, लेकिन जल्दी उनकी कविता को उन्होंने प्राथमिकता देना शुरू कर दिया था। यीट्स ने सेल्टिक पुनरुद्धार में रुचि ली तथा उनके लेखन में आयरिश पौराणिक कथाओं और लोक कथाओं के प्रभाव के साथ साथ रहस्य भावना, प्रतीक योजना और संगीत की प्रधानता है। इसके अलावा उनकी कविता पर एक शक्तिशाली प्रभाव आयरिश क्रांतिकारी मॉडगॉन है। मॉडगॉन भावुक राष्ट्रवादी, राजनीति और सुंदरता के लिए प्रसिद्ध हैं। मॉडगॉन ने यीट्स द्वारा बार-बार किए गए प्रेम प्रस्ताव को ठुकराकर जॉन मैकब्राइड के साथ विवाह कर लिया और यीट्स से अलग हो गई। यीट्स ने भी जॉर्जी हाइड लीज से शादी कर ली, लेकिन मॉडगॉन फिर भी उनकी कविता के लिए प्रेरणा का प्रमुख स्रोत बनी रही। यीट्स आयरलैंड में राजनीति से गहराई से जुड़े हुए थे। आयरलैंड के इंग्लैंड से स्वतंत्र होने के बावजूद यीट्स की कविताओं में उनके देश की राजनीतिक स्थिति के बारे में बढ़ता हुआ निराशावाद परिलक्षित होता है। वे 2 बार आयरिश संसद के सदस्य रहे। लेडी ग्रेगरी, एडवर्ड मार्टिन और दूसरे कई लोगों के साथ साथ उन्होंने भी आयरिश साहित्यिक पुनरुद्धार में बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लिया। यीट्स महत्वपूर्ण सांस्कृतिक नेता और एक महत्वपूर्ण नाटककार के रूप में उन्हें याद किया जाता है। वे डबलिन के प्रमुख एबी थिएटर के संस्थापकों में से एक और अंग्रेजी के प्रतिनिधि कवि थे। काउंटेस कैथलीन इन हॉलीहॉर्न, दी ड्रीमिंग ऑफ द बोन्स, दी आवर-ग्लास, दी ग्रीन हेलमेट, मोसादा, पॉट ऑफ रोथ, दी किंग्स थ्रेशहोल्ड एंड द लैंड ऑफ हार्ट्स डिजायर आदि उनके प्रमुख नाटक हैं। कविता संकलन द टावर, द वाइंडिंग स्टेयर एंड अदर पोएम्स और ईस्टर 1916। कहानी संकलन द सेलेस्टिक ट्विलाइट, फेयरी एंड अदर फोक टेल्स ऑफ आयरलैंड और स्टोरीज ऑफ रेड हेनरॉन विद द सीक्रेट रोजा एंड रोजा एल्मिका। यीट्स को 1923 में नोबेल पुरस्कार से सम्मानित किया गया और 1939 में उनका निधन हो गया। Career William Butler Yeats' initial works were heavily influenced by Percy Bysshe Shelley and Edmund Spenser, and eventually he turned to Irish mythology and folklore and the writing of William Blake. He returned to London in the late 1880s and became acquainted with the writers Oscar Wilde, Lionel Johnson and George Bernard Shaw. During this time, he also met Maud Gonagall, an ardent nationalist and supporter of Irish independence. She became his muse and greatly inspired his works. In 1890, Yeats joined the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The same year also saw the founding of the Rhymers Club, in which Yeats was a co-founder. The club consisted of a group of London-based poets who met regularly in a Fleet Street tavern to recite their verse. Yeats then proceeded to publish two anthologies of the rhymes work, the first one in 1892 and the second one in 1894. Here is his some quotations. The world is full of magic things, passionately waiting for our sense to grow sharper. For he would be thinking of love till the stars had run away and the shadows eaten the moon. Come away, a human child, to the waters and the wild with a fairy, hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lightening of a fire. Fairies, come, take me out of this dull world, for I would ride with you upon the wind, run on the top of the dishevelled tide, and dance upon the mountains like a flame. A mermaid found a swimming lad, picked him up for her own, pressed her body to his body, laughed, and plunging down, forget in cruel happiness that even lovers drown. Life is a long preparation for something that never happens. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. What can be explained is not poetry. Being Irish, he had an abiding sense of tragedy, which sustained him through temporary periods of joy. Wine comes in at the mouth and love comes in at the eye. That's all we shall know for truth before we grow old and die. I lift the glass to my mouth, I look at you and sigh. There is another world, but it is in this one. Out of the quarrel with others we make rhetoric, out of the quarrel with ourselves we make poetry. It dreams, begins responsibilities. Let us go forth, the tellers of tales, and seize whatever prey the heart longs for, and have no fear. Everything exists, everything is true, and the earth is only a little dust under our feet. I am looking for the face I had before the world was made. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. How many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Think like a wise man, but communicate in the language of the people. I bring you with reverent hands the books of my numberless dreams. The worst thing about some men is that when they are not drunk, they are sober. Too long a sacrifice can make a stone of a heart. All empty souls tend toward extreme opinions. Too many things are occurring for even a big heart to hold. Hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are earned by those who are not entirely beautiful. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above. Those that I fight I do not hate, those that I guard I do not love. We can only begin to live when we conceive life as tragedy. Wine enters through the mouth, love the eyes. I raise the glass to my mouth. I look at you, I sigh. Myself I must remake. Literature is always personal, always one man's vision of the world, one man's experience, and it can only be popular when men are ready to welcome the vision of others. I whispered, I am too young, and then I am old enough. wherefore I threw a penny to find out if I might love. We taste and feel and see the truth. We do not reason ourselves into it. My wretched dragon is perplexed. Hearts are not to be had as a gift, hearts are to be earned. People who lean on logic and philosophy and rational exposition end by starving the base part of the mind. Love comes in at the eye. Happiness is neither virtue nor pleasure, nor this thing nor that, but simply growth. We are happy when we are growing. फ्रेंड्स, बहुत सारे कोटेशन है, उसका मैं एक अलग वीडियो बना दूंगी। पहले इस चैप्टर को रैप अप करते हैं। एक बार सारा बायोडाटा हम देख लेते हैं यीट्स का। जन्म इनका 13 जून 1865, सैंडी माउंट, डबलिन, आयरलैंड। डेथ 28 जनवरी 1939 at the age of 73. Place Hotel Ideal, Cesar, Menton, France. By profession he was a poet. His life partner was Georgie Hattie Less and इनके बच्चे थे एनी यीट्स एंड माइकल यीट्स, और इनके रिलेटिव में थे इनके फादर जॉन बटलर यीट्स, इनकी मम्मा का नाम था सुजैन और इनके भाई का नाम था जैक बटलर यीट्स। एंड फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज़ W.B.Yeats। सारा इनका कोटेशन था, इनका बायोडाटा, ये क्या थे, कैसे थे, सारा कुछ इसमें समझा दिया गया इस वीडियो में। अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आता है तो वीडियो को लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करिएगा चैनल को। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक टेक केयर। और जीएस की भी तैयारी साथ साथ करते रहिए। इसके लिए मैंने कुछ वीडियो शेयर किए हैं, साथ ही साथ उत्कर्ष चैनल है, उसे भी सब्सक्राइब करिए फॉर जीएस कंपटीशन के लिए। तब तक टेक केयर, बाय बाय, मिलते हैं।